Hi, I'm Lily. Today I'm going to read a story called Butterfly. Reading Gates, Butterfly. Okay, let's read it. Butterfly. A circus troupe came to a town where a market was held every 5 days. On one cold, windy day the winter, when the weather was bad, the inside of the tavern was boisterous with remy-clothed merchants staying for a few days, drinking and gambling. Also, the outside was crowded with the children. Hey, look, there's a dwarf. Look at the drum. It's huge. Strangers busily went in and out of the tavern. In front of the sword storage shed next to a marketplace, numerous long poles were set up and an enormous tent was pitched over them. Decorations and flags of various colors fluttered in the wind. The sound of the trumpet and the drum resounded, and music boomed through a loudspeaker. The entire market became up uproariously with a boisterous children prancing around all over the place. I heard there's a monkey. I also heard that they will perform some magic tricks like fire eating and fuming smoke from their bottles. I caught wind that a little chick comes out when they crack an egg. You fool, where else would a chick come from? It's not from an egg. Yeah, he's right. The little girl with the big butterfly wings glided above the audience heads. Oh, I almost wetted my pants as I clasped my audience hand tightly. The girl, sitting on the loose swing, smiled beamingly and flew to the other side. In a flash, she hung by her knees from her trapeze bar. Then she flew back toward my sides, waving her to a straight arms like butterfly antennae. Wow! The crowd blurted out exclamations of amazement. Finally, the girl got off the swing. I was so stunned that I even forgot to clap until she bowed and disappeared behind the curtains, waving her hands. It's over now. Let's go home. I remained in my seat, absent, absent-mindedly, until my aunt held my hand and raised me to my feet. That night at home, I saw the little girl with butterfly wings gently floating down like magnolia petals falling off a tree, unlike at the show. Still, I couldn't utter a word. The moment I saw her natural course, so I peeled in the chamber pot. Then I felt my butt getting warm and stood up. That was when I realized that it had been a dream. When I came home from school the next day, I heard that a butterfly girl had stopped by my house. She came by with a bowl asking for some kimchi like a beggar, said my aunt casually. I was going to ask if my aunt had given her plenty, but that I felt something stuck in my throat and I couldn't get the words out. I went down to my lake. I went down to my room and sat in front of my desk, resting my chin on my hands. I didn't know why, but tears streamed down my cheeks. I couldn't even eat dinner because I felt stuffy. The sound of the trumpet and the drum, along with the I didn't know why, but tears streamed down my cheeks. I couldn't even eat dinner because I felt stuffy. The sound of the trumpet and the drum, along with the McKinley song from the loudspeaker, kept coming from the marketplace, but I just sat still blankly. Seeing the circus people going around to beg for kimchi, they must be very poor. How poor do she feel when she's riding the swing? She must be hungry too. I jumped to my feet and went out. I took out some chestnuts which I had picked all autumn long and hid under the millstone. I peeled the chestnuts one by one with my teeth and started to roast them in the brazier. It got too late in the night. With both my vast pockets full of roasted chestnuts, I left the house. There was no one in the streets. It was a night that everyone was asleep. I arrived at the empty lots in front of the storage shed at the marketplace and entered the circus tent. The man who checked the tickets at the entrance was gone, and so were the people inside the tents. The swinging rope that the girl had ridden dropped down along the empty tents. I stood in the middle of the tent. The moon shone its bright light through a handkerchief-sized hole in the ceiling. Then suddenly I noticed that the white butterfly girl was sitting on the swing under the moonlight. I grabbed a big handful of roasted chestnuts from her pocket and held them out to her. Aren't you hungry? Try these roasted chestnuts. At that instant, the swing started to sway, and the girl flew up high to the other side. I ran in the same direction, holding on my hands full of chestnuts to her. This time her swing flew past over my head and soared up to the other direction. Oh dear, you must have dozed off after roasting a bunch of chestnuts. I woke up already shelved and sat up straight. My aunt went on. It's freezing cold. The weather is so unusual even for winter. Auntie, is there a moon in the sky? A moon? Who can see the moon through a snowstorm? Huh? It surely was a moonlight night. You must have had a dream. It's getting late. Get your bedding ready and go to sleep. Auntie, did you say that there was a snowstorm? Yes, it's windy and snowy hard. I heard the wash basin rolling on the ground outside with a rattle. I opened the door. You're letting the chilly wind in. Close the door. Auntie, will the circus tent be okay? Well, I'm not sure. I nervous and hovered around the room. I nagged my aunt until she finally agreed to go outside with me. When we reached the marketplace, I saw the circus crew running around in confusion with jars and torches in their hands. People were in a row trying to fasten the tent ropes tight and drive in the stakes. Yeah, the tent was ripping apart and blowing away. I thought I heard someone crying in the sober darkness near the storage shed. It's freezing. Let's go back home, said my aunt. The snow and blustery wind continued. Led by my aunt's hand, I had, squatting in the dark, was a little butterfly girl. I held the girl's hand and held her to get to her foot. Are you warm now? But it was hard to put into words. Come sit here where it's warmer. As I held her hand and pulled her closer to Brazier, she skipped down as she had given in a smile and bashfully. I wanted to tell her about my early evening dream, but it was so hard to put it in words. Are you warm now? The girl nodded without a word. I continued peeling the chestnuts for her, and she ate them in silence. Then she picked up one chestnut and removed its outer inner skin thoroughly. Then she quietly held it out to me. As I took the chestnut from her, I looked at the girl's face. Her face flushed red, probably because she was in a warm room after having been in the freezing cold for so long. With a big smile, I put the peeled chestnut in my mouth. What's your name? You see, my name is. Just then she helplessly slipped sideways and drifted off to sleep. I placed a pillow under her head and put a blanket over her. I brushed some of her hair off her forehead. When I woke up in the morning, the girl was already gone. The wind had calmed down and the snow had stopped overnight. When I was getting ready for school in a hurry, my aunt opened the door and came into my room. The girl left early at daybreak. I don't think she can speak. I told her to have some breakfast, but she kept smiling without a word. Did she speak to you? I didn't reply. That's probably not true. She must have been too shy to speak. Was the girl from the circus pretty? We should have asked her to be our daughter-in-law, said my mother. My father choked. I have no answer to and keep eating. On the way to school, I circled around the circus tent a couple of times. I even hung from the tavern for a while, but there was no sign of the girl. During the recess, I kicked around a shuttlecock made by wrapping clothes paper around a coin. Butterfly, butterfly, come and fly on over here. Yellow and white butterfly, come and dance over here. The schoolgirls started to sing while jumping rope. Their sings made me miss the jackie. When I came to the marketplace after school, the field where the circus tent had been was now empty. In the empty lots next to the storage shed, the kids were playing with the jackie, jumping rope, stop spinning, and playing other games as usual. Choo-choo! The train made the curve at the corner of the mountain where the Changhang smelting factory chimneys were visible behind. Then I met the girl again. Kijong, I came back because I couldn't just leave like that. Take this, it's my gift. I opened the envelope the girl handed me. Wow, it felt a white butterfly that had been made by knotting thick threads together. When I opened my eyes, she was no longer inside, and neither was the white butterfly. So today I will just record butterfly. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching. Bye.